There is nothing.
Yeah.
It's just the drive.
Exactly.
It's just the passion.
Yeah.
Nothing else. It's just the drive. It's just the passion.
Yeah.
This I've been nursing this ambition for over a decade, but along the line, one or two things, financial reasons, I've not been able to meet up.
Yeah.
But to the glory of God, I can see one or two things. So putting God, working things together, for my good.
Hello guys, good morning. Today is the 16th of April 2022. As I normally try to document all my movement, we have about 3 places to go today, very far and wide. But today, the first place we are coming today is where we call Ofada. Ofada is around Owode. For those people that know that area, that means at the back of Imowe Bafo. So that is where I am this morning. I am with Mr. Ibrahim. So what we are doing here is that first thing I will introduce my guy to you very well. So I just want to do the introduction first myself. I met Mr. Ibrahim on YouTube. Is one of my Abraham on YouTube is one of my subscribers on YouTube, and he has been following me for a quite time now. But because of the passion, I think he saw in me the drive to encourage people, to let people really get that needed information about success in cartridge farming, because I do realize there are a lot of farms around that are doing their own themselves. And I normally tell you guys, if you want to venture or go into cartridge farming, you need that basic understanding. It's not about you having that money, started constructing pond and started putting fish inside. You thought that is all the primary things you need about cartridge farming. Cartridge farming is highly lucrative if you understand the principle. And the basic principle about cartridge farming is so easy. It's only for you to follow this guide, but people are nonchalant enough to follow this great guide. So Mr. Abraham contacted me to make a visitation onto the farm. He's starting up an hatchery, which I thought this is a very good avenue. But for us to start an hatchery business, we need some points. What are the points? We need to check some principles, some factors to make that business successful. So my aims and objective of coming here today is to make sure that I get that principles right on him, so that I can calculate my advice to have a successful ride in the business. As you can see from this structure, you can see that he has been involved in the business. He's not a newbie in the business. But the good thing, and I so much encourage about him, is that he still likes good information. He likes guide and he wants to learn more. So because he wants to do that, he have to contact me. So I'm here today now to make sure that I test all the factors. I see what he has, I advise, and we can now start kicking on the business. But before I go today, before I start my activity today, I will want to appreciate Mr. Abraham, at least for contacting me. So sorry sir, I will just put you live on show for a little bit, sir. So I so much appreciate you. I thank you. If I'm still going, I will still appreciate you. But so what really happened is that I just want to hear one or thing from him, if you don't mind, sir. Yeah. Why do you contact me, sir? Yeah. So yes, sir.
There is nothing. Yeah. It's just the drive.
Exactly.
It's just the passion.
Yeah.
Nothing else. It's just the drive. It's just the passion.
Yeah.
I've been nursing this ambition for over a decade. But along the line, one or two things, financial reasons, I've not been able to meet up.
Yeah.
But to the glory of God, I can see one or two things. So putting God, working things together, for my good, that is one of the reasons.
So he can see the light.
Yeah.
That I think there's a light in the business. Yeah. And how can you get that light in the business? It's about you working with somebody that has that drive, that is passionate enough, that you think this person is successful enough to guide you. So that is the drive. So that is what we are going to do here this morning. So you'll be seeing us going through the activity, and I will come back to you to tell you by the time we finish. Thank you so much. I'll do is that I'm trying to test about 6 or some parameters here. So that's what me I needed for Ashi. So if I test my parameter, if I see that is at least okay, the one that I didn't adjustment, I know how I can adjust it so that I can work perfectly. So after the adjustment, everything now depends on God. But I make sure I do my best to make sure I will do at least 100% of my own, and God will now carry on his 100%. I don't share anything with God.
You come here today and you are still come from now, you start going up there.
That's one is the one that comes here.
No.
Where can you get that from?
Okay, so you can.
What did happen is that it has what we need to check. So you see, there's some things that, like the water treatment you saw, is for you to know that do I need it or not. What other shortcuts? That's what I normally do to at least to have a result. Not everyone that money to do all that stuff. So that's what we are just trying to check everything you have.
So this one now has been on ground for about 3 weeks now.
3 weeks?
Yeah, about 3 weeks. Wow. I just kept it because more than 2 weeks now. More than 2 weeks. Because of that hassle, I just brought it after I've installed it, so I had to fill it with water. Fill it up with water.
So this one is since yesterday?
Yeah, this one is since yesterday now. Still, and it's still pumping inside again.
So what really happened is that what just happens now is that your present water from the bowl is not good. Any water you kept for a day, 2 days is not good. But this one that you kept for 2 weeks, the sun himself, that means weather himself have already, nature himself already changed it. So this one now is very, very good. But the only thing there is that it's only like you have a very big storage tank now, and you can leave it like this that can work. She understands, so that's the only thing that can work. And see, let us go to your tube, the tube you want to start using. The back tub you want to start
using. This one. There's another one here.
This three. That's the one you want to start using.
These are the ones I want to start using. And the
one that one that I said.
I told you.
Okay, that one is good at it.
When it comes to, it doesn't even really matter because I can work on them now. Okay. I can work on them. If I want to do it now, just now, it's not going to take any time. Okay.
So this one now. You see, This one, you can't see this one.
I can't use this one. I can't see this one, but most of them are okay. Some of them are okay. I think we see how many are at the back. And we still have about 2.
Another thing is that
this one is not good again.
Yeah, it already has the readout. Yes. You see, the only thing what I just saw is that everything is done. You have all this pipe in
I am
it.
not even able.
The back
I've
nut is
fixed it
everywhere.
before,
Okay.
and I have it more than enough there.
Okay, you
I
are
have all
using
the
the
pipes. I fixed it because it has been a long time.
It's not for fishing.
I specifically for fish.
Wow.
Did it for fish. But one thing came up again. I abandoned it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fail.
Yeah.
So
what you can just do is that you can just suspend it with maybe you have what they call it now. These blocks. You can suspend it a little bit.
That one is now. I know how to do it. I've done it inside this place before I put this thing that time. I wanted to. Look at what I want to use for it. I want to use this thing. That was what I used for it, and it worked very well, perfectly. I removed it because of the production of my fish feed. Because I was using it to put fish feed meat. This is what I use now, not this block. I was using this thing. To pad it, put it on top. That was what I was doing that for.
Yeah. Okay, something else. Okay, you smoke some of it again.
Sometimes anyone that is having challenge, then I will.
Where do you put your charcoal?
I put it inside here.
So you now remove it.
I remove it because I would like to make use of this thing.
The drum
back. So that's why I didn't cut it. This is one of the boost. The ones I told you the cover.
No. You should change this water.
Okay, I have to change it.
No. They are not okay at all. They are still not okay. Don't allow. If you are treating fish, no allow all these things there.
Okay.
So to me, I would still prefer you change the water every day.
Okay.
You put salt every day. All these things, they are peeling up their body. So this one to cause more infection on them. You understand?
Remove it. Okay.
So what you do is the water change by daily basis and hard salt.
This is one of them.
This one is
the one still digest.
This one is male, Abi.
No, it's not that.
It's female. It's male, Abi, female.
It's female.
Okay. But the way I'm seeing all these fish now, this one, you can't use them.
inside here. Well,
Try see whether I can get me one leg. Make I see us do.
Yeah, no, the close. This one is.
I know. I'm just moving on now. There's no way to do it. This one will be 1 kilo. No, that's not it.
Bring those big ones now.
Everything I finish.
You know, plenty pass. You know, plenty pass by far.
You can imagine. I feel like you call it.